Hi, welcome to the next podcast of Elevated Lives. Today, I have with us today is Carter Hansen. He's a student here at Iowa Central, and we're doing a joint podcast today. Is Life is like a camera, capturing life's perfect moments. Carter is a photography student here. Carter, tell us a little bit what you're doing with photography.
I am currently just here at Iowa Central, just taking pictures, and I'm not really out going and getting clients quite yet, but I'm very, very busy with what Rochelle's been giving me. And she's been trying to get me out there and push my limits and do stuff like this and not just,
And this is your second year of photography.
yeah.
And so you'll be finishing in the spring, and you got a great career ahead of you.
Mhm.
You really know a lot. Carter was helping with my branding project earlier this year, and so we did some great work already together. It's been fun. All right. So today's project that we're working on today is Life is like a camera. Life captures those important moments, and we're going to talk about that today. Is how photography is very important and how we see our experiences and can hold on to those memories and share those memories with others at times as well. So things that we're going to talk today about is focus. We're going to talk about perspective. We're going to talk about composition. We're going to talk about capturing the moment as well as sharing and storytelling. Okay. So the first one that Carter and I are going to be talking about is focus. Carter, talk a little bit what focus is as it relates to photography and your camera. If you want to hold up your camera as well.
With photography, focus is really important because you need to have that perfect clarity. And it's a lot like how in life you need that perfect mental clarity to be able to get through your everyday life and being able to just focus on what you need to do, whether that's your job or your family or yourself. If you're in need of, I don't know,
Just being
working
in
out.
tune. Just being in
Yeah,
tune.
just being in tune or even just checking in to make sure you're mentally healthy and
Exactly.
happy. And
Exactly. Exactly. So that's an important part about focus. I think Carter handled that topic real well. Is that it's having that clarity, having that direction, not getting distracted, having things in focus, and having that sharpness and that being tuned to your authentic goals and your values and your direction and your outcomes, your families, and well, keeping that in what you want to be focusing on, dialing into that. Okay. The next one we're going to talk about is perspective. Perspective is an interesting thing, and that's very complex when it comes to our cameras as well.
Mhm. um, when you are taking pictures, perspective is extremely important because it's how you view the scene and the subject and just the entire session. And it really impacts everything, just like how the chin is focused and how the shadows are and how you are angling yourself to be able to get their good side and try and make their personality shine through the way that they're posing and the way that they're configuring themselves. And it's perspective is really important to try and not just get that perfect angle on the subject, but also on your life and try and get yourself looking at your life in the right angle and trying to get everything in order because sometimes you just need to take a step back and just view everything.
Yeah. And so very important when it comes to perspective, that it's very important to see the perspective of everything around us.
Mhm.
But part of that our own perspective comes to about our families, what we grew up and where we grew up, like in the Midwest versus another country, our culture, our relationships, our health, our religion. All those things have an impact on how we see life.
Mhm.
And as you use your camera, the camera focuses in on how you see the subject as well. Okay. So composition is the third one. The composition's a fun one. Let's talk about composition, Carter.
Composition is very similar to perspective. It's not really how you view the scene and the subject, but more how you view overall just all the elements of the photo, whether it's the shadows or the posing or the balance in the photo of having like the one person on one side and just empty space on the other, trying to show off balance. And you can also show off balance in just like relationships and just choices that you make throughout life and your goals to try and get like a good composition on just yourself, trying to get that harmony.
Yeah. And so an important thing is having that structure in your picture, having that structure in our life, keeping things harmonious, not getting out of whack in certain ways, having a good vibe with the people that we're with, and just having our goals focused and meaningful existence, having relevance and having a meaningful existence is so important. So having meaning in your focus and your composition is so important. Let's talk about capturing the moment, Carter. Capturing the moment is a fourth one. Let's talk about capturing the moment. That's a fun one.
Mm-hmm. Capturing the moment is very important when you're doing photography. And moments are fleeting, and photography, it can help you capture them to be able to cherish the memories forever. And when you look back on a photo of a newborn or a graduation or a wedding or just even a special day or like couples photos or anything, it brings back the memories and the times that you had, not even just at the session, but around that time of your life. Like if you see a photo of you and your spouse back when you were like in high school and young, you're going to be really happy looking back on it.
Exactly.
And even if the photo shoot the day was awful and stressful, you're not going to be thinking about that. You're going to be thinking about the good times that you guys
About the
had together.
smiles and the happy times
Mm-hmm.
and what the event was. And we do that. Phones have these cameras now that are just so active.
Mm-hmm.
And so people don't have a lot of cameras like you do, but they use their phones for a lot of their camera work and capturing the moments. And you see that all the time as capturing the moment at a football game or just a gathering of friends or gathering of families or just a random activities, trying to capture that moment because we want to share that story. We want to have that memory for later as well. So it's really important for us to do that, is to capture the moment. And because it really defines us, our journey, what's going on. I have so many pictures here and I can look back in the years like, oh, I remember when this was going on and what was going on. And I think that's so wonderful as well. The last one I think is so important as well. And we've kind of drifted into this, in and out of this one as well, is sharing and storytelling. Pictures, as you said just a moment ago, capturing the moment is a lot of storytelling and sharing. Let's go through how pictures do that in photography.
Capturing the moment and sharing and storytelling, they really go like almost hand in hand, because capturing the moment is just as important as sharing it with other people, whether it's your friends, your family, or even just like your kids when you're older, showing them like your yearbooks or anything. Everything is like important, and it brings back happy memories, even if you're just making fun of your gym teacher from elementary school for her wacky hairdo.
And I think it's an important thing as well as when you talk about you like to travel, and so you use your photography for traveling as well. And maybe in future professional things is talking about your travels or doing some video logs or something with that. Travel logs, I think I'm not sure what the word is, but capturing all that would be a wonderful thing to do with that. Doing that. And you can see a lot of that on Facebook as well. So we do that with our little handhelds a lot, but we also do with fancy cameras like you do here. We can do that with all those moments as capturing and sharing, and it's just wonderful. Now think about how these things we thought it was just so important that we could call, but now look at all the great things we can do. All the pictures. This one has a fancy 3-camera lens thing and videos,
And they keep coming out with phones that have more and more cameras, and there's no need for so many cameras on all these phones. Mine has 5.
Five.
And I don't know why, because this has 1, and it works even better than that. So I don't know.
It's kind of amazing, isn't it? Yeah. All right. So one of the things that we're talking about is having fun with photography, having fun with cameras, and taking those moments and those precious moments that are fleeting, taking time to capture those moments, to share those perfect moments, maybe imperfect moments, like you said, just kind of wacky times as well. It's kind of fun to do that. But capturing those moments and just having those harmonious times and being to have an existence for a future time. So pictures and photography is a nice way. They're nice ways to elevate our lives, elevate the lives of others. It's a nice way to really bring richness in our lives and others. So hopefully that you learned a lot about the analogy of cameras and picture taking and story taking and composition and perspectives, and can go forward and enjoy your life. Taking pictures, videos, we didn't talk much about videos, but videos are very important anymore as well. And capture your life, elevate your lives, elevate the lives of others with photography. Take care, enjoy your day.